Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hello, hello. Sorry, I forgot to tweet. You have to give me a second. Let me let me tweet. I'm a mess, you guys. Today has been barely started for me, but I'm all over the place already. Let me tweet really quick. I mean, hello. How's everyone's Sunday going? My god, it does not feel like Sunday. I feel like today should be like Friday or something. What do you mean it's Sunday? What do you mean it's already February? That's crazy. Nice keyboard, thank you. Okay, I'm tweeting. My birthday, happy birthday! And happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it was this week. I know there was like a couple Clipmate birthdays while I was not streaming. So happy birthday to everyone who had a birthday this week. Happy birthday to you. Why am I so small? I don't think I adjusted it after the stream yesterday. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Much better. Okay. Am I too big now? Maybe that's better. Okay, let me... Your keyboard is so new type. I know. It's a very Gundam keyboard. My mech pilot keyboard. Heart clip is so beautiful. Thank you. I need to do my glitch stars dailies, you guys. I need to do my glitch stars dailies. Wait. You guys want to watch? You want to see me do my dailies together? Wait. I can actually show this. But I just have to... Wait. We can do my dailies together, but I gotta... I gotta... do that, and then I gotta... find it in my billion... Okay. Yes. And... Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. Glitch Stars Dailies time. If you guys weren't around yesterday and you haven't been following the other Glitch Stars talents, basically we have daily tasks that we can do. And if we do our daily tasks, then we get points. And then with our points, oh, you can't see my points, but I have points up here. I have 50 points right now. If you go into my dashboard, you can see it. I have 50. I mean, you can only see the 5, but and we get points. Did you guys know that Logs misspelled my name in the login? And he didn't. My login is like last name first name, but he did it first name last name. That email doesn't exist, and my name is spelled wrong. And then I said, you spell my name wrong. He's like, oh, okay, well, log in with that, doesn't matter. I was like, okay. He hates you. You know, I would not be surprised. Like, I already got I did my Valentine's profile picture today. Oh, you can't see the whole thing. Wait a minute. Ah, frick. Okay, maybe what I can do is I can just... Does that work? No, it doesn't work. Okay, wait, it's dynamically shifting. That's not good. That's not what I want. Maybe I can just do... 1 second. Oh, the studio mode is like not working. All right, you get to see all my freaking taskbar things, but I don't think there's anything to hide there, so It's fine. Sure. It's a little hard to see, but you're gonna have to bear with it because it's the only way I can show you all of it. Where the hell is my chat? Okay, there it is. No, mod. Okay, I genuinely think, I always joke that Logs like is dyslexic. I don't think he's actually dyslexic, but I like to make fun of him for being dyslexic. And he always will read everything wrong. Like, it feels like it's on purpose. I know that's your main window because I see a billion. I know this one only has 2 taps because this is my window for only glitch star stuff. Anyway, let's see. What I do? Okay, wear a Valentine's accessory on stream. I'm doing that right now. We're completing the task. Hell yeah. I don't have a starting soon screen, so we don't have that. I haven't done a Valentine's stream. What have I done? Any other? Take a test on stream. Okay. Okay, chat, you want to take a test together? We can take a test together. So, okay, let me see. What test do we want to take, chat? Omegaverse? I already taken that one. What other tests do we want to take? ADHD? I've already taken that one with my psychiatrist. What about like is there like a Digimon or a Zoids one? Zoids. We gotta stay on theme. Zoids test. There has to be some colorblind. Shut the fuck up, chat. Trivia? No. Okay, there's no good Zoids test. What about Digimon? Autism on theme? I'm not autistic, you guys. You know, sometimes I wish I could blame all my problems on being autistic, but I'm not. I'm just an idiot. Okay. What is my Digimon partner quiz? On BuzzFeed. Delightful. Okay, here we go. We're taking a... Everyone is destined to have a Digimon partner in Crest. Here's yours. Okay, great. BuzzFeed has to be super accurate because it's BuzzFeed, right? You arrive at the digital world. What is the first thing you do if a cute little creature greets you? Just take the small creature with you. Stay chill as if it was the most natural thing. Examine it and ask it what species it is. Look at it and scream. Ew, scream and run away. You'd be fascinated at how cute it is. Poke it and smell it. Smile at them and put them on your head. Probably this one or this one. I'm known to kidnap small creatures. I do like this. I think I'll do this one. Which device color do you prefer? Ooh, okay. We gotta pick one that's on theme. So either the blue one or the gray one, right? Now those are the ones that are on theme here. What do you guys think fit me more? Gray or blue? Probably gray, huh? What do you guys think? Gray or blue? What do you think suits me better? Blue, gray, blue. We're like a 50-50 split. Gray, it's got some kind of blue in there. Gray has your colors. Blue or gray. I literally asked blue or gray. You can't say grayish blue. Gray. Okay, we got more votes for gray. Do you guys like to spell gray with an A or an E? I'm kind of like a gray with an E kind of guy. Which Digimon adventure villain would be your nemesis? Oh, Metal Seedramon. Why can't Metal Seedramon be my partner? I don't want Metal Seedramon as a nemesis. I want fucking Lady Devimon as nemesis because then she'd step on me. But Etamon, no, because then he's gonna be surrounded by poop. I don't want to be poop. I guess we have to pick Metal Seedramon because that means that they're not going to give me him as a partner, which really sucks. Which would you say is your best quality out of these? Courage, sincerity, knowledge, hope, friendship, love, light, or purity? Okay, definitely purity, right, chat? Oh, we should have done the rice purity. Wait, I can't do that one on stream, actually. I think that one I actually can't do on stream. Definitely not purity. What do you mean? Definitely purity. Pure as tar. That's crazy. Light? I don't think it's light. Definitely not love or friendship. Hope? Maybe hope? Knowledge? No, I'm stupid. It's probably sincerity or hope. What do you guys think? Sincerity or hope? purity in an obtuse way. That's crazy. You wouldn't lie on the internet, would you? No, never, never, never. Who does that? Are you hope pilled? I feel like I'm despair pilled, but I'm good at hope for like other people. I don't hope for myself, but I hope for other people. Okay, sincerity. Okay, everyone's saying sincerity. Okay, great, 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 great. Which is your favorite Disney film? Ooh. Ooh, of these? Brave, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Big Hero 6. These are not good choices. I'm gonna go with The Little Mermaid. Which country would you love to visit? China, Italy, Mexico, Brazil, United States, the Netherlands, Egypt, or Australia? I guess I've been to most of these places. Not most, I would say I've been to half of these places. I definitely don't want to go to the United States because I'm already here. But maybe Brazil. My parents went to Brazil last year, actually. My parents are very like, they travel a lot, which is why I've traveled a lot. Brazil. I don't want to go to Brazil. I want to either go to Australia or Egypt, I think. These two are my choices here. But I don't want to go to Egypt, like, in the current climate. It's like, Egypt terrifies me. Every person I know who's gone to Egypt has had a terrible time and has gotten scammed or has gotten, like, threatened to be left in a tomb or something. And it fucking freaks me out. That's, like, my literal worst nightmare. But, like, in theory, I think Egypt is a really cool place to live. Or not live, visit. I think it'd be really, really cool. But I guess Australia. Then I could go visit Orissa. Choose a Harry Potter character. Ron Weasley. Cedric Diggory. I feel like it has to be Cedric Diggory because I'm a Hufflepuff. Neville Longbottom. Why? Who would pick Neville? That's crazy. I do like McGonagall. I think McGonagall's so cool. I think she's such a cool character. But Luna is very cute, but she's a little too whimsy for me. I feel like she's a little... I'm gonna pick Cedric because I like Hufflepuff and he deserved better. Choose your favorite Marvel hero. Ooh, I don't really do the Marvel thing. I guess Spider-Man. Because I don't really do MCU. Choose a Final Fantasy character. Ooh, where's Sephiroth? No Sephiroth. Ugh, Vanille. Who's picking Hope or definitely not Cloud. Maybe Tifa because she's bae. I think Fang is cool. I guess Fang. Gomamon! Gomamon! I didn't know this, but Nova really likes Gomamon. That's crazy. He looks just like you. That's a crazy statement. Do you think I look like this? Did I look like this to you? Picking Hope should insta-lock you to Numemon. I didn't pick Hope, so thank fucking God. Gomamon. Okay, what is it? Gomamon is your partner and sincerity is your crest. That means, along with Gomamon, the fun times are assured. You probably are the most honest, hardworking, and level-headed person out of your friends and family. But you sometimes forget to have fun. No worries. Gomamon will make an excellent companion. He is a small and cute little seal who is fun and full of energy. He'll brighten even your darkest days. His evolutions are Ikakumon and a walrus Digimon with white fur and torpedo-like horn. Zudomon, a giant turtle walrus wielding Thor's hammer. And Vikimon, a white warrior walrus with the power of water and ice. He can freeze and destroy your enemies in no time with his Arctic Blizzard and dual spiked hammer. Technically, you can't see my head. Technically, Gomamon can turn into Seadramon. So, you know what? I'll take it. I don't like Joe, but Gomamon can technically turn into Seadramon. So you know, we take those. We take those. It's close enough. Close enough. Okay, we took a test on stream. Great. What, is there anything else that we can do right now? Oh God, 45 squats. Ugh. 45 squats. All right. I guess I'm doing 45 squats. Time to work out. All right. You guys can see my hands because I do this when I do squats. All right, here we go. My legs are already sore from yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why 45? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, I'm dying, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Oh my god, my thighs are burning. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay. I gotta get my fan. It's too hot. Oh. Where's an outlet? I need an outlet for this fan. I have an open outlet on this side. Wait, where's my remote for the fan? Huh? Oh. I have a Dyson fan. It's too hot, and I can't turn up my AC too much because, unfortunately, I got Rumi-chan and her boyfriend sick. So actually, the reason why I was late was because I was making them tea. Okay. Where the fuck is the squat? 200. 200 is really good, actually. I don't think I can do any of these other ones on stream today. So we're gonna need a right to pulling. We got 3 pulls. I really want the merch of other talents ones. I don't really. Wait, let me see. Prize catalog. What else do I want? I want the merch shipping coupon. I need a merch shipping coupon. I haven't got one of those. And ooh, emote slot. I want emote slot. That sounds pretty good. I want that. I want a playmat. And you want Chipotle? I already got one Chipotle. But I don't live near Chipotle, so it's gonna be like really hard for me to get that actually. But I did get a Chipotle one already. It's not gacha. It is gacha. These are just the rates. So like the commons have 45% chance, uncommon 25, rare 15, epic is 10%, and legendary is 5%. So these are all gacha. So it's just telling me like what you can get and what the rates are for them. So let's see what we get. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we got a $5 Steam gift card. $3 gacha budget for 2 months. And I got a keychain. Wait, I want a keychain. Okay, great. Great. I'm happy with the keychain. The other stuff is not as exciting, but I did want the keychain. Okay, we're done with our dailies. We can actually get onto the stream. Oh, okay. Well, let me have water. You got $8? True, I did get $8. Your gen is so lucky, by the way. Are we? I think only Hio got the main prize. The keyboard looks sick. Thank you. It is the Moonlander keyboard. It is really good for if you have like wrist issues and finger issues. So I was getting some wrist and finger pain and I got the keyboard and it's been way better, but it does take quite some acclimating to get used to if you haven't used a keyboard like that before. It took me about like a week maybe. That is my caution statement. It is, you have to relearn everything. You have to like literally relearn how to type. It's an experience and it can be really frustrating. And for the first week, I really was like, man, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to type. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. When was the last time you saw the sun? That's a good question. When was the last time I saw the sun? I went out to go to like the bakery and stuff. So I saw the sun then, but like when did I actually last time like go out? Wait, why does this have stress marks on the... Why do these have stress marks here? Insolid Gamer, thank you so much for the super chat. Found you recently. Always nice to find a content creator that actually likes tokusatsu. Wait, let me turn on my alerts. Where are my alerts off? Here they are. Yay, thank you. Yeah, I love tokusatsu. I feel like I want to talk about tokusatsu more, or like do more tokusatsu related content, but there's just really not much for me to do. There's just not much. I don't really know. If you guys ever have any ideas for content, feel free to let me know. I just never really know like what I could do, I guess. That's tokusatsu related, besides just be like, I like Kamen Rider. We're gonna be doing I'm not telling you which one or what, but we'll be doing a Kamen Rider cover probably soon. If you watched 0, 1, Double, and O's, you can play Memory of Heroes. Oh, I have watched all 3 of those series. I should play Memory of Heroes. What's your grievance with the mock movie? It's so bad. It's just, everything about it's so bad. And also, I feel like they just mischaracterize him like constantly. Constantly. Always. Well, I feel like he's been mischaracterized like from like day one, so. I've built a Kamen Rider thing on stream before, but it wasn't very exciting. But I think that one was like an entry grade kit. I don't know if like the more complex kits are a little bit more fun to build, but definitely the one I played was not very exciting. The feet. Okay, I think this is where we left off, so this is where we're gonna be starting here. Hi, I'm news at the Liger Zero. Logs, people are gonna think that you don't like Zoids. Did you guys know Logs actually really likes Zoids? Did you know in a meeting Logs was telling me that once he thought about, he wanted to make video games and then he played the Zoids GameCube game and realized that the best game already exists, and then he lost all will to make a video game because he'll never top that game. And I think that's really, really epic. I think that's like probably the most based statement that Logs has ever said in his entire life. I've never played the GameCube game though. They're all kind of samey because they're all human shaped, right? It's just, I can't imagine it being super complex unless they have like a lot of like the inner stuff. I was wrong about Logs. Relatable. There was a GameCube game? You're missing out. It was the perfect game. Yeah, apparently. Okay, wait, let me look for D. Oh, these ones are D. Oh, I also made some tea for myself, but I haven't drank it because right now I'm like really hot from doing all those squats. So I will drink my tea. I'm drinking the throat coat that you guys got me on Throne. Thank you guys so much for the throat coat. I agree, Gundams do have the skeletons to build. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if the Kamen Rider kits also have a skeleton to build, that might be cool, but I don't think they do. Where are my polycaps? Oh, they're over here. Oh my god, Custom Robo was such a good game too. Not gonna lie, Custom Robo was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. D5 and 8, and I have to do this 2 times. Okay. D5. You played Custom Robo, but not Zoids Battle Legends. To be fair, my entire GameCube library really only consisted of whatever was available at my local Blockbuster. I'm not joking you. I was like, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but we did have a Blockbuster subscription, so I couldn't buy games. I don't own a lot of GameCube games for that reason. D8. But I played a lot of games because we would just go to Blockbuster. Waiting for Custom Robo to be added to the Virtual Console. I wonder if they will. I wonder who developed and published Custom Robo? Who made that game? Ever play the Dot Hack series? I did. I also really like the manga. I thought like Black Rose was like one of the most cool, edgy sounding names ever. So I think I had an account at one point in some MMO that I was playing that was also Black Rose, which is really chuny, but that is what it is. Where did I put my runner? My nib holder. Where the fuck did I put that? Where did I put my nib holder? So my room is a fucking mess right now. I feel like I need professional help. Is this super reflective? No. Okay, I'm gonna use this for today. Like a dice. It's a dice holder. Limina, I mean, that was what I was when I was a teenager. What can I say? Did you guys know? Have I talked about this? One of the very first cosplays that I did ever was Sasuke. Did I tell you guys about that? And like, my friend cosplayed Neji. You like Naruto? Who didn't? Logs. In our age group, who didn't like Naruto that was a nerd? Come on. Which Sasuke? The original one, because this was in like 2006. I cosplayed Sasuke in 2006. There was no other Sasuke. There was only one Sasuke in 2006. Did you ever Naruto run in school? No. I was not one of those people. I dropped Naruto pretty early. I also dropped it really early. I liked the Chunin exams and then I just kind of stopped watching after that. And then I moved over to Bleach. And I liked Bleach a lot more. And then Hollow Arc ended and then I stopped with Bleach too. I tried to get into Gintama, but at the time I couldn't get into Gintama. Gintama's one of those series I want to revisit because I think I'd appreciate it a lot more now. I think the jokes kind of like went over my head because I had no understanding of like the context back then. How popular were you in school? I was not popular. I was not popular, but I wasn't like, we had like the otaku group, like the nerdy kids who wore Naruto headbands and like the Full Metal Alchemist jacket and stuff to school. And I was definitely not one of those people. I was like more of like a video game nerd in high school, or like known as a video game nerd. Like those were known as like the manga anime nerds, but I was not in that crowd. I was in the video game nerd crowd. And so Gamer, thanks so much for joining the buddy list. I really appreciate it. Being an anime fan was not cool back in the day. It was definitely not. It was definitely not. How visible is this gonna be? Because these are... It's not... The stress marks are not in on this one. So like I cosplayed and stuff in high school, but I cosplayed like at conventions and I never showed that side of my life in school. But I had a classmate who also cosplayed and she was like the president of the anime club, but like she was like the less like, you know, she wasn't like made fun of like some of the other kids were. She was a little bit more put together and but she would like ask me to come to the anime club or like ask me to like on Halloween to like show up in cosplay and I'd be like sorry. But I tried to go to the anime club a couple times because she asked me and she was really nice, but I couldn't handle it. The crowd was not my crowd. Like I said, in high school, that's why I tried to make a Gundam building club and then nobody signed up. I tried to make a gunpla building club and I made a poster and everything on club day. I hand drew a poster and I colored it with marker. It's really anime how that happened and nobody showed up and I was really sad. I haven't built a Gundam and I put it on my little table for club day. It's okay. Kind of a funny story now. The kids in my anime club were all the negative stereotypes. That's what I'm saying. That's how it was in my school too. D26 and 28 with a polycap in it. D26 and 20. And I was very careful to like not be seen as one of those kids because they were like actually made fun of. Like I was bullied in high school, but for like completely not that. Not because I was a nerd. I was just bullied because like there was a group of girls that just hated me. And like I think thinking about it now, it might be because like I was like, you know, I was like a pick-me in high school essentially because I was very like, I play video games. I'm not like other girls. And maybe they didn't like that. I don't know. Hard to say. It was such a long time ago. I'm sure like anime clubs now are like way chiller than they were back in the early 2000s. Back then I feel like anime clubs were like, it was like a death sentence. Yeah, it's like way more like socially acceptable now. And like you have a lot more normal people joining and not just like super like nerdy people. So I feel like the perception of it is a lot lessened as well. Back then, that wouldn't be a pick-me, would it? I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on how you define a pick-me. But like, I'm just talking about I don't think that word existed back then. You guys have to remember, I like I said, I was in high school in 2006. So, yeah. That was a long time ago. That was 20 years ago. You're older than me? No, I'm not. We're the same age, Logs. Logs, we're literally the same age. We were literally born in the same year. I think we're only a couple months apart even. I'm 19. Yeah, me too, Logs. Damn, they're both 40 real. I do not claim your age. Well, I do. What do we call a hag but male? A corpse? No, I believe that's unk, right? That's what the kids are saying nowadays. Unk. I assume I'm older than people until proven otherwise. I used to assume that I was younger than people until proven otherwise, but now I've realized I'm at the age where I can no longer do that. Where I'm at the age where doing that gets me in trouble. I literally thought that there was this guy that I met, like a work-related person that I met, and I genuinely thought that he was older than me. And I said something like, someone was like, hey, guess how old he is? And I literally was like, I don't know, older than me. And they were like, he's like half your age. They were like, he's like 20. I was like, oh my God. I'm so sorry. And now I will never guess someone's age ever again. I feel bad too. I think it doesn't help that, like, I think generally for my age, I do look fairly young. I've had a lot of people, like, I think it's the Asian genes or whatever. I've had a lot of people assume that I was much younger than I am. It doesn't help that, like, I dress like a child, you know? So, like I'm not wearing, like, nice clothes. I'm just wearing, like, fucking, like, jeans and a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Miwa, thank you so much for the rain! Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys had a good stream. What was Miwa streaming? Did she do her dailies? Did Miwa do her dailies? Do you know Asians don't need to wear deodorant? That is a blanket statement. That is definitely not true. If you are Asian and you smell, do not believe in him. Don't listen to logs. Assassin's Creed 2. Is there a remake or should we just playing the really old game? I think the problem is if you're Asian, when you're in high school, you're like really undesirable because you look so young to people. Joker, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Wait, I don't have my thing open. 1 second. I don't have enough screens. I only have 3 screens. I can't monitor everything. Ban logs for lying on the internet. Chat has spoken, logs. How do you time people out on fucking Twitch? Timeout. Timeout. Okay, he's been timed out. You can't ban me. I can actually. Watch me. That's why Logs was on Twitch. I know. He knows he can evade the ban easier if he's on Twitch because I don't know how to fucking use Twitch. I like playing old games that I never played them before. Do you guys know that Miwa is like a fucking god gamer? Do you guys know that Miwa is like in the top 10% of League of Legends players? What's the highest rank in League of Legends? Did you know Miwa's that? Did you guys know that? Was a predator? Is that right? My condolences for her. That's grim. My condolences. Miwa is faker. Challenger, that's what it is. Challenger. She was challenger in League. She's always just like nerfing herself and acting like she's not good at things when she's like literally so fucking goated at everything she does. You guys wouldn't get it. You guys wouldn't understand the feeling of being talented at everything and also being sexy. That's Miwa's burden. You know, Miwa played on a pro League of Legends team. I didn't say that because I wasn't sure if that was doxing, but yeah, she did. She's a pro gamer. We're building Zoids? We are. Spent the stream fighting AC2's controls and cameras. Okay, to be fair, it was a different time back then. Being challenger would be much more than just top 10%. Ain't diamond like top 2 or something? Oh shit. No way diamond is top 2. Well, I guess maybe because there's such a large population of League of Legends player actually. Now that maybe you're onto something. She's in the top 0.9. That's crazy. Playing on mouse and keyboard is challenge run. Ooh. Real. What am I doing? I'm putting these together. Okay. I have to get this one and put a polycap face up like so. And then I get this one and I'm just a nerd. Yeah, but like you're like a sexy, hot, and really talented nerd. We're all just nerds, Miwa. But you are on a different league of your own. Everyone should go give Miwa all your money. Don't forget short. Okay, fine. That's the one thing. But I think he's cute. You know? Don't guys want a short girl? It's like cute. Like she's like hot, but she's also cute. Don't gas her up, it'll go to her head. No, she needs to be gassed up. You don't understand, Logs. She deserves it. Miwa. We love a short queen. True. Miwa's like 5'10", right? She's like... I think the funniest thing is when Miwa and I walk around together, she's like literally a head, more than a head shorter than me. We look really goofy walking around together. We're quite the pair. Like, it's giving, what the hell is that? Freak the Mighty. It's giving Freak the Might. What is that? What is that book called? We should hold hands. We do hold hands. Miwa, are you 4'10"? Are you... 5'10" is pretty tall. No, somebody else said 5'10". I think they were joking. Miwa, are you even 4'10"? I'm 4'11". Okay. She's a little tall than 4'10", you guys. Do not slander the queen. No misinformation here. Which one goes on which side? Oh, I think it's this one. I'm gonna move my mic. I'm gonna be a little bit of a shrimp here, but I can't help it because I can't fucking see shit. I need to figure out a better lighting situation. Maybe if I do this, I can see better. Maybe I can do... I mean, you guys are gonna get a little bit harsher shadows because my light is right above, but... Oh yeah, I could see way better. My room is so dark. Wait, let me turn the light. Ah! Mina lives in a crypt? I basically do. With how dark it is in here, I basically do. Fuck, which way was it? I think this is right. You should play Zoids. I was like thinking, I was like, can I play Zoids? I think my parents still have my Wii. I don't have my GameCube anymore though. I don't know what my parents did with my GameCube, but I don't have the GameCube anymore. I have to play it on Wii. Where does one start with Zoids? There's a really good anime. You can watch what's the Century one-chan? Not New Century. New Century is the second one. You were saying that, like, you guys were saying Chaotic Century. There we go. Chaotic Century is the older one. So you can start with Chaotic Century. Dr. Nemo, thank you so much for joining memberships. I really appreciate it. Emulator. Okay, the problem with emulators, you guys, is as much as I would love to use emulators for things, it actually does have like brand risk stuff to it. So there are certain sponsors that won't sponsor you if you have used emulators before. So I'm pretty careful about not doing anything that might potentially someday risk me not being able to do something cooler with them. You know what I mean? Oh, is Guardian Force the one with Van and Zeke? I love Zeke. Zeke is baby boy. Nintendo hates fun. Nah, it's not just Nintendo. I would say like it's just like almost every large video game company will not be happy if you're using emulators. So you're not just risking things with Nintendo, it's like just with anything in general. Like, do I think Nintendo will ever give me a sponsorship for anything? Probably not. But could Kotobukiya, for example, not be okay with me doing that? You know what I mean? That's like Takara Tomy, maybe, right? Maybe not necessarily Nintendo, but at least for the Zoids specific examples. Chaotic is baby Zeke, Fiona. Guardian is adult Van Zeke. Oh. Yeah, anyway, you just gotta be careful about once you are a content creator, certain things that you're, you know, it makes sense, right? From the brand perspective, they don't want a content creator who has like touted that they've done things. I've actually never used emulators before because I'm actually like too fucking stupid to use them. I'm not gonna lie. The closest thing is that back when I was in high school, I had like an R4. Did you guys have an R4? Do you guys even know what an R4 is? Do you guys remember Game Sharks? Those were the times, man. Game Shark before Game Shark. I think the R4 was specifically for the DS, right? I was very fortunate when I was growing up. I actually had a local, like a Japanese import game shop. So I bought a lot of like Japanese games that I probably would have never been able to play otherwise, because back in ye old day, buying things overseas was like really difficult. It's not like what it is now. I think about like cosplay, for example, and how far cosplay has come. Back then, we had to buy our wigs off of eBay, and they were like $7 billion, and like one wig would cost you like $80 for one wig. So then you would just plan all of your cosplays around how many times you could reuse one wig or cut a wig or dye a wig. And you couldn't buy pre-made costumes that like didn't exist. Region lock sucks so much. Man, you know, consoles used to not be region locked. I don't know why they started doing that. Like, when I was in high school, I don't think any of my consoles were region locked besides the PS2. So the PS2 I actually owned, as you guys, many of you guys know, I owned the Japanese PS2 and the American PS2. But like the DS wasn't region locked, for example. And neither was the Vita, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Now... yeah. Spike goes on top, I'm pretty sure. Cut! It's not working out. There we go. We got little feet. The feet are coming together. I can't make my camera any closer, you guys. I know I've done that for you in the past, but I think if I do that, the problem is that my stream camera gets blocked and then my model doesn't really move. Oh, what I could do actually though, if you would prefer, what I could do for you all is I could just like manually zoom it in. Like that. Perhaps? That's better, right? Maybe you can see more now. Is my neat hair, my hentai protagonist hair, is it hard to see? I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to see because only, I mean, that's the point, but it's like maybe not expressive enough. It's like kind of boring is what I'm asking, I guess. I was curious for your thoughts on that. Okay, J1. I believe these are the J's. Are they all one? They are all one. I like it, it's fine. I don't really notice it. Okay, I just worry because it's not very expressive because of the... Can't really see my eyeball. It suits the stream. My degen basement dwelling ass building Zoids on a lovely Sunday afternoon instead of touching grass. How many of these do I have to make? One. Oh, I have to just cut out like all of them. Let's just cut out all of them, sure. Do you ever need to use sprue goo in your Plummo builds? I have only had to use the cement for my fucking Moderoid builds, I should say. The Moderoid kits, I've had to use cement, plastic cement. I don't think I've ever had a Gunpla kit that I've had to use plastic cement on, though. I really want a Zeke onesie. Wait, there's a Zeke onesie? I want a Zeke onesie. Is that a real thing? Have you ever built any Warhammer stuff? Not yet, because I only recently got into Warhammer. The closest I have is I have this, it's kind of dusty. Ignore the dust on it. I have this Gundam miniature, the Gundam Assemble miniature that I made I did this one on stream, so if you want to check out the VOD, you can watch me paint a miniature for the first time. I don't know why it's not focusing. Now. How close do I need to... Maybe I gotta cover the... Oh, there you go. Yay! Yeah, this is the Gundam Assemble Mini. It was my first time painting a miniature, so I've definitely learned a lot from the process. And I have confidence that I'll do a better job in the next time. But I'm pretty proud of it for my very first ever time painting anything. I think it came out pretty cool looking, so... I was told to assemble the mini and then... prime it and then paint it. That is what I was told that you do in the Warhammer community, unlike in the Gundam community where you paint it and then build it. Yeah, once I start getting my kits that I've ordered from Zephyr, who you can also order from if you use my code XXLiminaXX for 10% off of your order on Zephyr Arcade. You can find the link in the description on YouTube, or you can hit !XEPHER on Twitch and get the code and the link. But if you, I ordered some stuff from them, so once I get that, I'll try to paint some Warhammer stuff on stream. If you guys did not hear, I've talked about it a lot and I always talk about it, but I know sometimes not everybody is on every stream. But I'm going to be doing like a little kill team journey with Kyo. So we're going to be painting, building, and playing kill team together. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Zephyr actually has Zoids too, which is really cool. They actually have the best Zoids, which are Liger Zero and the Schneider kit, which are like my absolute favorite ones. So if you'd like to also pick up a Zoids kit, you can go pick it up there too, which is really cool because it's pretty rare to find places that stock Zoids nowadays. I feel like definitely not as popular as Gundam, so yeah, don't paint before assembling Warhammer. I think it's probably because like you're hand painting, you're not like spray painting, so I would imagine that because of that it would cause problems with the parts fitting with one another because it's like acrylic paint, right? And it's kind of thick. I don't get how Warhammer painters do details into capes or clothes. I think it's like you paint the underside first and then you cover up any like spillover on top, essentially. Warhammer painters aren't paint by lines. They don't care about doing things perfect. That's fair. Yeah, it'll be cool. I think it'll be really fun to do the kill team stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. I think we're waiting for some stuff to get into stock and then we'll actually get the product. You guys, I actually have really cute new alerts that I want to show you guys, but I haven't set them up yet. Maybe later at the end of stream I can just show you guys the new alerts because they're so cute. So happy with them. And I'll also set them up as stickers on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, the Discord link is also in the description. And on YouTube and also in the panels on Twitch, I believe. But I don't know how I'm gonna set them up because I like my pop-up style alerts. I'm gonna have to ask my mods if they can help me. I don't know how to do a lot of this newfangled tech stuff, so I just hand it to my mods and I go, help. Can you make this possible? And then with their powers combined, because they all have different skill sets, it's like they help me figure shit out. But now I also have glitch stars, and I can just ask them to do things for me too. But glitch stars is like, they have a lot of staff, but everyone has like different roles and pretty busy because it's split amongst so many girls now. I still rely on my mod team a lot. What kill team are you going to buy? We're doing the starter set. We're just doing the starter set so that we can like play the full game in a box, out of the box, I guess I should say. Out of the box. Out of the box. Do you anyone watch Out of the Box? That was like a 90s show on PBS. You know, has Hio decided what faction she wants yet? I'm assuming she's gonna want the Space Marines, so I'll probably do the Death Guard. That's a deep cut. Yeah, if you recognize that, you're old. I haven't heard that in a long time. Death Guard are fun to paint. I'm kind of like trying to figure out if there's like a way that I can make them not so scary looking. I don't know if you guys have any fun like inspo of other people having painted them in a fun way. Feel free to send them in Discord. I'd love to see. I don't even know if this is going to be visible. Just in case it is. You can paint them like some glitch stars girlies. I'd love to do that. I think for the first one though, I'll probably try to make them kind of uniform so they feel like a cohesive army, since it's my very first one. This one is this side, I think. Yeah, this one is this side. This one I need H1 and G8. H. What color is H? Is H the silver one? Oh, it is. Thank you so much for the super chat. For full Warhammer immersion, just make sure you name your kill team dudes and give them little backstory. Since you're playing Nurgle, you can name your commander Acidion Reflux. I'm gonna kill myself. Imagine having the fucking acid reflux army. You know, getting destroyed by the acid reflux army would be true to life. That's what I go through on a daily basis. It's so upsetting, you guys. I can't have fun drinks anymore. The only thing I can have is milk tea, and there's no good milk tea around me. I'm in a vacuum of milk tea. There's no good milk tea. I have to go so far for good milk tea. Actually, I don't have to go that far, but I do have to go far because I don't have a car. Oh, it does show. Great. Does coffee trigger? It does. Coffee triggers it. Matcha triggers it. Hojicha triggers it. There's no escape. I can't have most juices. One of the places near me had a taro latte, and I was like, sure. I don't mind taro. I don't love taro, but I don't like mind it. So I tried it, and it was so bad. I'm pretty sure they just used like some kind of powder, and it was like really nasty. And I was so upset, so disappointed. Even matcha. I know I don't even like matcha compared to coffee. I'm much more of a coffee person, but I was like, okay, if matcha is my only option, then it's my only option. I just got to do what I got to do, and now it's not even an option. Very dependent on coffee. I'd feel stunned the days I don't drink it. I know. I mean, luckily I don't have like a caffeine dependency at all, but as you guys may have heard me talk about a lot, because I am a grumbly old lady that likes to complain about all my problems. I am a more like, I'm not a live to eat person. I'm like a eat to live person. And the only like thing that I enjoy consuming is like drinks, which include like alcohol, and it also includes like coffee and stuff. But now I'm not allowed to have that, so it's kind of like, what's the point in living? You know, I had a monkey paw moment though, and Rumi-chan was like, what did she say? She was laughing at me. I was talking about how like, because one of our friends became gluten intolerant, and I really like bread. Bread is one of the very few things that I do really like to eat. Although even recently bread has not been doing it for me. But anyway, that's besides the point. I really like bread, and I told Rumi-chan one day, I was like, if I ever had gluten intolerance, I would rather die. I'd rather just eat bread and suffer. And we would like joke about that. But then I was like, oh my god, the monkey paw literally curled. They literally was like, okay, you don't want a gluten intolerance? Okay, we won't give you a gluten intolerance. Have a fucking everything else intolerance instead. Great. Lovely. Thank you. Exactly what I asked for. I don't know how they frickin' lined these toes. I'm gonna do the line first. My head's not showing, is it? If my hair is showing, let me know. Try not to get too close, but I'd cry myself to sleep every day if I ever developed a gluten intolerance. See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And then I got acid reflux, and now I cry myself to sleep anyway. Or even like a lactose intolerance. God. I just really like dairy products. This is so hard, you guys. Oh, okay, I think I did it on this one. And it looks not too terrible. I mean, some of it looks a little terrible, but we're gonna act like it looks not too terrible. I don't know if I can replicate that. I don't know if I can replicate that level of success. Oh, that was even better actually. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. I know I'm old when the squats didn't hurt my thighs. It's hurting my back. My form was probably not very good. Okay, wait, you guys. This one was actually the worst one. The first one was the worst one. Try. Oh my god. Those look pretty good. Okay. G8. I also didn't eat anything besides a really small slice of bread, so I might have to like pause later to eat. Take a moment. My mom dropped off pasta this morning. So yeah. It's pasta, but it is tomato sauce, which I'm not supposed to really have too much of, but it should be okay. I think I'm gonna throw some cheese on there. Hopefully I think cheese is actually not good for me either, but it doesn't matter. I don't fucking care. If I can't eat pasta, you know, what's left for me in life? You really gotta eat better. I eat a lot of salad. I know I only talk about like the weird shit that I eat, but I eat more. Usually every day for lunch I have chicken breast that's been air fried and salad. I mean, part of it is because I'm just incredibly lazy and I don't care about eating, and I actually like chicken breast and salad. I thought you were a live to eat person. I am, but I have certain foods that I enjoy, like pasta. I like pasta. I don't like dislike eating all food. I just dislike eating most food. There's like, if I could eat like fucking hot pot every single day of my life, I would. Like, I really like eating hot pot, for example. And I will, I guess, live to eat hot pot if that's my... if that's an option. But like, realistically, you know, I'm not eating hot pot every day. Hot pot's actually really nutritious too. I like vegetables a lot. I like vegetables a lot. I just have ADHD and aphantasia, which means that I forget that 90% of the things in my refrigerator exist and they always go bad. I also like fruits, but I don't like cutting fruits. It's a pain in the ass. Eating is such a chore. I believe that. I'm 100% on board with that. I think it's so too. I need like a box, but this one's kind of reflective, so that one freaks me out. Not a very stable box, but where are all the paws? You need one of those refrigerators that shows a screen of one side. Yes, I actually think that would literally change my life. I also like to eat pizza and burgers. Does that count? But I know those things are not good for me, so I don't eat them every day. But if I could eat them every day, How have I been lining stuff? Okay, I have been lining that, so I'm gonna line this as well. Bread, vegetable, meat, and cheese. That's all I want. Like, there's a lot of food that I do enjoy. It's just that, you know, the majority of time I'm not enjoying it. I mean, if I was like really rich and I had like $1 bajillion and I could just eat whatever I wanted all the time and I had a personal chef or something, sure, I'm sure I would love to eat all the time. I'm sure I would live to eat. But as a you know, average citizen, as a commoner, as a plebeian, like, I know people who, like, the thing that they look forward to the most is, like, eating in a day. That is absolutely not me. D12 and D11. If I can have a boba, that makes my life worth living. More than, like, having a steak or something. I wish pizza was good for you. And I wish that I lived near a good burger place, but I don't. I don't have any, like, fast food near me either. At least within walking distance, so I just can't eat burgers regularly either. And you know, fast food has just gotten so expensive lately. This economy, man, can't even have burgers in peace. This is expensive as some sit-down place. I know. Nate, thank you so much for the dono. Funds for your next boba. Thank you. Maybe I'll convince Rumi-chan to go get good boba with me later tonight. Or I'll just go across the street and have mediocre boba. But better than no boba. That's all I'm saying. Better than no boba. Bad boba across the street is always going to be better than no boba. Beggars cannot be choosers. Do you hate cooking too? I do. I think people like conflate that with me not being good at cooking, and I'm not saying that I'm a good cook, but I don't think I'm like a bad cook. Like, I'll see some VTubers and I'm just like, holy shit. Or like people who can't even like cook a pot of rice. Like, I'm definitely not that level. But do I enjoy cooking? No. Have I cooked a lot because of that? No, I haven't. But it's very easy for me to follow a recipe. Like, I can, if you give me a recipe and you give me the ingredients, I can make it. It's not going to be bad. I hate cooking. A rice cooker is a lifesaver, real. Anytime that, like, I remember for a while, my roommate and we got HelloFresh. And Blue Apron too. Anytime it made me cook rice in a pot, I wanted to kill myself. Like, that goes against, like, my Asian roots. What do you hate about cooking? I think I'm just a lazy person. I just don't like cooking. I already don't like eating, so to me, cooking is, like, not fun or exciting. Why do it in a pot? Well, if you buy stuff off like, if you've ever bought one of those meal kit prep things like HelloFresh or Blue Apron, they just assume you don't have equipment. So like the kind of food that they give you has to be prepared in a like basic stuff like in a pot. So it'll tell you to cook your rice in a pot because they give you rice. And like, could I cook my own rice? Yes, but I'm also very like, I try not to waste food. So then I have to cook the rice in a pot, and it's really terrible. Cooking rice in a pot is like the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Owning a rice cooker is like literally a lifesaver. Anon, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Hey, this is a random request. But kid, what? Our ultimate goal is to get all of Arunia. Okay. Okay, fine. I normally wouldn't, but because I know who this is, I will do it for you. I normally don't do requests like this, especially not for like $5. But because I know who this is, I'll do it for you. Because this is for one of Hio's fans. What did you say? Oh. Big Papa John. Your days are numbered. Thanks for the dono. Thanks for the dono. I hope you get him. Get his ass. Just kidding. Don't tell him I said that. Thank you so much. No worries. I don't normally do it, but I know who that is. And they're a pretty big member in Hio's community. So happy to do that. Anything to make Hio's life more miserable. I mean, enriching. I know I always say this, but you guys, I feel so lucky to have the girls in Arunia. Like, we didn't really know that we were going to be gen mates, you know? Like, we didn't know who was going to be in the gen until it kind of happened. I knew that... I knew pretty early on that Amaya would be in my gen. It wasn't like 100% confirmed, but we were like pretty certain because she and I had been talking about joining Glitch together. Or like, not together, but we had been talking about joining Glitch before both of us joined Glitch. But I had no idea that it would be Hio and Kana. I mean, I knew once they told me, but like when going in, I didn't know. So I didn't know who my gen mates were going to be. And I was kind of worried about it because you guys know I'm a very shy person. I'm a very shy person. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm incredibly shy and I'm incredibly socially anxious. And I was not sure if we would get along, but then I saw the list and I was like, ah, easy. I still find it incredibly funny that you all thought Hio was supposed to be the biggest surprise, yet everyone guessed her. Well, I think a lot of people don't know this, but there actually was kind of a leak, an unintentional leak through the Secret Santa stuff. It's like a funny story now, but we were trying to keep it pretty under wraps at the time. Hi, Limina. Who's that? Hi. Hello, stranger. Never seen your name in my chat ever before. I mean, even before that. Really? The thing is, we didn't know Hio was gonna be in Glitch Stars in Arunia until... we only knew for like 3 months? 4 months? Hio like last minute had to do everything because she was not gonna be in Arunia. We didn't know for a very long time who the last member was gonna be. So for us, you know, like everyone had assumed Amaya was gonna join Glitch Stars like ever since Glitch Stars was created because Amaya and Logs have been friends for a really long time. And I might have been a surprise if I didn't just outright say it from the get-go. And then Kana was already English Stars. So we figured that the only like real like new person out of nowhere was Hio. You know what I mean? And like I said, we didn't even know Hio was going to be in Glitch Stars until like the very, very end. And for those wondering, like Glitch Stars does have a recommendation system. And I've kind of talked about it before because that's how I got in. Miwa recommended me. But I did recommend Hio. I think like people assume that, and that is true. However, Hio is not the only person I recommended. So I think maybe there's like this misconception that like, oh yeah, we knew Hio was gonna be in here because Limina's in here, but I didn't know Hio was gonna be in here, and I'm not the only person that recommended people. There were other people that were slotted to potentially, you know, that had expressed interest, and it was kind of like a more competitive slot than I think people realize. I think people are like, ah, she just got in because Limina invited her, but that's like actually not true. I mean, it is true because I did invite her, but it was a lot more competitive than I think people are giving credit for, if that makes sense. A lot of great and talented people. Yeah, for sure. And I think Glitch Stars offers a lot. And there aren't that many like small companies anymore. So you just don't have a lot of options, to be honest. Not to like knock Glitch Stars, but because I do think Glitch Stars offers a lot, and that's why I'm here, right? But there aren't a lot of options for people right now. And at the very least, in Glitch Stars, if like something were to happen, or you know, we don't want to be here anymore, like we have the option of leaving at any time. I think it's like a 3-week notice that we can give, and we can just leave. So it has like the security of like, well, the company, if they want to survive too, they have to treat us properly as well. So I think we all feel pretty secure in knowing that. I'm glad to see you four together. Me too. Like there's a reality in which maybe Hio would have joined Glitch Stars later too, where she wouldn't have been in our gen. There also was a reality of Kana not being in our gen too. It was there was a lot of different options, more so than you guys think. Which is I think why we were surprised when everyone was like, oh yeah, duh, Hio. But like to us it was absolutely not like duh, Hio, you know? They all failed the Glitch Stars Hunger Games. I mean, that's just like how auditions work for companies, right? So you express interest and the company looks at, you know, different factors, and I felt bad because Hio really didn't have a lot of time to decide. It was pretty last minute, and there was even a chance that Arunia would have just debuted as 3 people. That was talked about for a while too, where it was just gonna be me, Kana, and Amaya. But I'm really glad Hio's here because I feel like it rounds us out quite a bit. I'm not super familiar with the industry side of everything, but I think Glitch Stars definitely takes good care of y'all. Yeah, I mean, it's a small company, and obviously, like, no company's perfect, and they have their, you know, problems as well. No company is gonna be able to fulfill all of your needs, you know what I mean? But I think they try, and they do their best, and that they genuinely care about the talents, and I think that's, like, the most important thing for me. I don't expect any company to be, like, the best or to be able to fill all the needs that everybody wants, and no company is going to be able to make every person in it happy. But I think for me anyway, Glitch Stars has been really good, and I'm sure you guys can see that I've already benefited a lot from being in Glitch Stars in terms of even just like raw numbers, right? Like a lot of the strategies or advice that I've been given through Glitch Stars has benefited me in a large way. And Glitch Stars is very open about, like, you don't have to take the advice that they give. It's very, like, you know, they'll give you advice if you ask for it, but if you don't want advice and you just want to do your own thing, they're like, yep, that's totally fine. You can just do your own thing. So it's kind of a choice to make too for those that are in it. Hio, the one relatively sane. What do you mean? What? Hio, the one excuse me? Hio, the one relatively sane person? Excuse me? I'm here too, Chad. Right? I'm sane. I would say that I'm pretty sane. But what do you mean, what do you mean, yeah, what do you mean, right? What do you mean, Hello? Didn't you stream rants? What? What about streaming rants is not sane? To be fair, she showers daily and goes on walks every day too. Okay, to be fair, you're right. To be fair, Hio is the only one that showers every day in our gen. So, I mean, if that's your definition of sanity, then yeah, sure, you're right. You're right. And she does socialize the most amongst all of us. She touches grass the most too. I think Amaya, Kana, and I are like genuinely degenerate. Like, when's the last time that any of us have talked to anybody outside of the people in our households? When's the last time that any of us went outside and did an activity outside? Outside of like obligations, like because we wanted to. Outside of, oh, it's somebody's birthday. Outside of, oh, I have to go to this baby shower. The only one... Okay, the problem is that the rest of us don't go outside, so none of us feel the need to shower because that's just a waste of water. And in this economy, why am I wasting water on showering? Okay, why am I wasting water on showering? What the fuck? Okay, wait, no, I think it's this. Face when you have to go outside for the wage cage? Real. I'm very lucky that I work from home. But sometimes I think I would be a more sane person if I went to work and I actually like talked to people in an office. And I think I was a more sane person when I did that back before times, you know what I mean? I think like we are social creatures, and the more we isolate ourselves from people, the more crazy we become. And I think the reason why we have a disproportionately large number of crazy people on the internet now is because it's become so easy to not socialize and to not be outside and to not have relationships anymore in the real world. I as much as I am one of those people, I do genuinely believe that. It's like become so easy to like isolate yourself now. Like solitary confinement is considered torture now. Yeah, I could totally see that. Like I think people don't realize it, and a lot of people will be like, ah, I'm introverted, it's fine. But like even introverted people, even if you don't gain energy from being outside, you actually do need to talk to people. Even if it drains you. Like fundamentally part of being a human, like eating and breathing, is like socializing in real life, not like online. Not with strangers online, like forming relationships and stuff. And I do believe that, even though I'm not a very good example of that in practice. Wait, this bullet goes up. I like being alone. I don't doubt that you enjoy being alone. I'm just saying that you are less healthy being alone, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Master, thank you so much for the gift of membership. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Long time no see. Please be sure to thank Master if you received one. Bullet side goes up. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah. Like, I don't like socializing either, but I can definitely tell when, like, I haven't talked to people in real life in a while that I am a much less sane or normal person, you know? And yeah, you can argue what, like, the societal confines of what, like, normal, like, definitions of what normal is, like, sure. But I'm just talking about, like, in a functioning society, right? Anyway, that's just my opinion. I don't fucking know shit. I don't have no degree in that. I'm just a fucking person that doesn't go outside anyway. So what do I know? What do I know? The answer is I don't. 32 and 33. It's those darn stream hours. Only watch the VODs now. I thought my stream hours were better for European. It's hard. I think it's because my stream hours are weird now because I am working a job. Before, my stream hours could be a little bit more like... wait. Come on, I'm gonna put 33 outside. My stream hours could be a little bit more like flexible, but now it's like I'm pretty... I mean, I can work when I want, and my job is very flexible where as long as I get my work done, they don't really care what hours I work, which is why sometimes I'll collab and stuff during the day. But I do think it fucks with my productivity if I don't work like during the day, because it's just like a habitual thing, right? Well, right now it's 2 a.m. Oh, well, I only stream at this hour on the weekends. This is my weekend stream slot, and this is mostly for those people who can't on the weekdays watch my insane stream hour slot. But I've been thinking if I should change that, chat. I've been thinking if I should swap that, because I think having consistent times throughout the week is probably helpful for most people, and maybe I'm like casting too wide of a net. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys prefer if my weekend slots were also like late? I think the problem though is that a lot of times on the weekend, like later in the day, I might have plans where Rumi-chan and I will like hang out or watch anime or something. The rad streams were still going on when I woke up though, mainly due to how long they were. Yeah. Hey, wait, that actually means that you need more sleep, Mr. Distracted Delude. I prefer early streams to the weekends. I'm okay with whatever time on the weekend. Dang, look at you being social. Yeah, my social network of me, my roommate, and her boyfriend. And sometimes, Fujo mate, who sometimes also comes by. And then we all hang out. I've been wanting to like set up a time with Fujo mate that she can come by on stream and talk about her Kamen Rider opinions, because we were chatting about Kamen Rider the other day, and I was like, man, we should make content out of this, which is really content brained of me, which is probably not good either, but she's funny. I think you guys would appreciate hearing her chat about her taste in anime men, and you can ask her about all the Fujoshi things that I can't answer because I'm not a Fujoshi, that I would love to answer for you, but I can't because I don't have that perspective. Yeah, Fujo mainstream. More EU times would be nice. Wait, what? It's 2 a.m. in EU right now, right? That's what y'all were saying. Limina, why do they have huge hands? Why? It's a reflection of me. I'm sorry. I was the blueprint. They saw my yaoi hands and they were like, that's what all fictional gay men need. Okay, to be honest, I have an answer for that. And I've talked about this before a little bit, but I do think, you know how like men are attracted to like straight men, not every man, but generally, if we're using an umbrella term, straight men and me are attracted to like women's breasts, right? Like to them, that's like an attractive part of a woman is her breasts, or like maybe her waist, or maybe her butt, or like if you're like me, I'm a clavicle kind of girl. But for women, they are attracted to hands. I would say that like 90% of women that I know think hands are really hot, and I've talked about this. So straight women who are attracted to men. Master, thank you so much for the super chat. He, booba, he. True. But like for women, it's he, hands, he, right? They are attracted to hands. So I think like the hands have a big role in like sexuality for women. Like when they see a guy with attractive hands, it's like very like hot, right? So there's a lot of, yeah, like hands and forearms. I think there's a lot of like, I've talked about this too, male content creators who don't show their face and they only show their hands. And to me, that's the equivalent of like those like Twitch streamers that only show their boobs and don't show their face. It's the same thing. When they just show their hands, it's like a fetish thing, right? So like girls like guys with hot hands. And there's not all girls, right? We're talking very blanket statements, right? See. So when you have a lot of like BL, there's different types of BL. There's BL meant for men, for gay men, and then there's BL meant for straight women. But the BL that's meant for straight women is the one that tends to have the yaoi hands, because that's like part of like that like sexy thing. Hands. And the other thing that girls find really hot, which is really weird because I don't find this attractive at all, is like I call them the cum gutters. I don't know what you call them, but it's like I don't have any men. Like I don't have a man, but like, you know, like in guys, like this line right here, like the line of like the thigh attaching to the hip, this line on a man, this line, the bunny suit line right here, that girls find that very attractive. The number of women that I know that really like men in crop tops, I'm not joking. I don't like, it's just a thing. They like to see the tummy just as much as you do, I guess. I'm not the target audience, so I don't know. I prefer looking at women than men, so, you know, I'm not the person to confirm these statements with. But that is my observation from what I have seen from my friends and the people around me and my peers, you know. So that is my theory on why probably yaoi hands are a thing. If I've done a hand cam before, doesn't mean I've been pandering without realizing. Yeah, monetize that. I'm kidding. I don't know. This is just my theory in my, you know, very limited perspective of what I've seen and the people that I've seen around me and what I've experienced, and knowing that I know somebody who makes like $1 billion on TikTok by only showing his hands. Like, I'm just saying. Are you mostly into women or totally? I'm mostly into women. I think aesthetically, I much prefer looking at a woman than a man. So that's my stance. I would say, like, if you were to ask me my like actual sexuality, I would say that it probably aligns a little bit closer to pansexual, I believe is the term. I don't really care about a person's gender as much, but if they look like a woman, I would rather look at them. If that makes sense. I also don't like to look at naked people. I know that's a weird statement, but I've felt the need to clarify that on multiple occasions, so I'm saying that now. I don't like looking at naked people. How does this fit? Okay, wait. This goes like this, and this goes like this. But how? Maybe this has to go in first? Okay, let's see. Uh-huh. Good night if you're going to sleep. Thanks for stopping by. Women are indeed easy on the eyes. I mean, like, if you were to ask my Fujoshi friends, I'm sure they would disagree. But for me, that is just how it is. I like men who look like women. I like women who look like women. I like women who look like men. Men who look like men is a little bit harder for me. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like it at all. It's just like, I just like it less. I have male characters that I really like too. But okay, the number one thing I will say is that I really prefer 2D over 3D. And I know that that sounds insane. But yeah. Like, I know that's like a meme, but I do genuinely believe in that. The only exception is idols, because idols are cute, and that's different. And idols also have like a different kind of energy that I'm very much attracted to. It's more about the energy. I mean, they're all really cute too, but it's energy. The energy that I cannot receive from fictional characters or VTubers. What do you think about Rance as a man? Rance, I don't know if I see him as like a man though. I know that sounds insane, but to me, I wish I were Rance. Does that make sense? The penis envy is real. I don't want to have sex with Rance. Like, absolutely not. I don't want to have sex with Rance. But if I could be Rance? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's kind of how similarly you guys might feel about Rance. It's not like you guys want to have sex with Rance. You don't see Rance as like, oh my god, Rance is like, you know, a man. Like, if I were a girl, I'd be attracted to Rance too. Like, I don't think anybody is thinking that, right? Hell yeah, beep boop. He's mean. He's not always mean. He can be mean, but I think he is mean because he's a tsundere. I think Rance is a tsundere. Which is why I really like his relationship with Kenshin, you know? The only time he's actually mean is with Okita. He's like actually genuinely mean with Okita. But he talks about how he's like... He's also like surprised at himself at how mean he is. Calling Rance soon is hilarious. He is though. He is though. He's actually a tsundere. Okay, also another fun fact. All of my Fujo friends really like tsundere guys. Tsundere guys are like really popular. I don't understand. I don't like tsundere guys, but the tsundere guy trope is super, super popular, especially with like otome games and stuff. Candles PTSD real. When I think of candles, I think of Bible Black though. That was the first time that I'd ever seen that, and I was like, this is not it. This is not for me. I very quickly in high school was like, I'm not the target audience for this. Wow, we haven't even gotten past the first page, you guys, and it's like 2 hours. Wait, you guys want to hear something funny? Rumi-chan said this was like so out of pocket for her. I was so surprised that she said this to me. Because remember, Rumi-chan is like, she's kind of borderline Fujo too. She got like a new plant hanger. Like, you know, it like hangs on the ceiling. That like, you put a hook on the ceiling or on the wall, and then it like hangs a plant in like a little woven thing. And then she was like, Limina, look. It's plant shibari. I was like, what? I literally looked at her like, what did you say? That was like so like, that's something I would say, but like that to have her say that, I was like shook. She was trying to speak your language. I was literally like, huh? The rope was white though, and then I said, oh my gosh, I don't do plants, because all the plants in our house are her plants. But I was like, I don't do plants, but do you think they sell a red one? Maybe I'd be into plants then. And then she literally went on Etsy and found me a red one. Because she also really likes plants, so she's always like, you should get plants. When shibari's the reason you got plants. Actually hilarious. I was like, what? What did you just say? What do you think about Gunbuster? Wow, I haven't heard about Gunbuster in a real long time. I might have to see an image of it to recall, actually. But I have not seen Gunbuster myself, so I do not have an opinion. But I haven't heard that name since I was like in high school, probably. I like the idea of plants, but I can't keep them alive, so I got the Lego ones. The Lego ones are really nice. I think Ruby-chan's boyfriend got that for her for Valentine's Day or something last year. Very cute. Ruby-chan sometimes will give me, like, she'll propagate her plants and then she'll give me one and she'll be like, here, you can have this one. I have too many. And I'll be like, okay, sure. And one has survived. Well, that one I bought myself. But one of the propagated ones is finally on its last legs. It did survive for a really long time. But the problem with plants is that Rumi-chan will prevent my cats from going in her room because of the plants. But for me, I obviously can't do that. So my plants get destroyed by my cats. And my cats really like to eat plants. And I've tried to buy my cats their own plants like cat grass, and they won't eat it. They only want to eat the plants that they're not supposed to eat. So there's no winning with that. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna take a break. We're gonna finish up the legs after I eat a little bit because I haven't eaten. I also need a new tissue box. I need to blow my nose, but there's no tissue box. It'll just be like maybe 10 minutes I'm assuming it'll be 10 minutes. So. Zoids, Waku Waku, hello. I'm gonna take a break really quick though. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, if not earlier. Maybe it'll be about 10 minutes because I need to actually heat up my food. It usually only takes me about like 5 to 10 minutes to eat, but I need to heat it up and all that stuff and wash the dishes and stuff. So I will be back in 10 minutes. I'll see you guys in 10. Let me get some tissues and also whatnot. While I'm away, feel free to let me know what you're building. You're building a coning wolf. That's awesome. I would love to hear what y'all are building, and I'll come back and I'll see what everyone's been building. What's your favorite Zoids? My favorite Zoid is the Liger Zero Schneider version. And I'll be back in 10. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Bye bye. I'm muted. I'm back. And there's a cat on my lap. I also poured myself some more tea. This throat coat is supposed to be like good for acid reflux. Illegal, thank you so much for the 2 supas. Just finished your first RG kit ever, the RG Unicorn. That's a really good one. You just recommending another VTuber models kit building stream to like and some too. So here I am. What a good day to wake up. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in. Always good to see what everyone is building while I'm building. Your HMM Darkhorn. The Custodes bikes for Warhammer 40k. Ooh. What kind of bikes are there? Kamen Rider Kuga Ultimate. Your G-Quacks. Tiny Gundam RG. MG Heavy Arms. I should build my Sandland tank. Ooh, tanks sound crazy. Let me see if my... Oh yeah. I want to say hi? No, he doesn't. Are you being shy? He really doesn't want to say hi. You don't want to say hi? Here. Why? It's just... You're just saying hi. They're not gonna bite you. Hello. Hello. Where's your other hand? Hello. Hi, chat. Hi. He hates me right now. Hello. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. The real hand reveal. True. That's my actual hand. For free? The Maine Coon, no. He's like a mutt. He's like a mix, I think. I've never seen a cat that looks quite like him, but he's closer to just like a tabby, I guess. But he has like weird markings because he's a mutt. Okay. I forgot what I was doing, but I remember now. Getting back on track because we're kind of behind because this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Maybe I'm yapping too much. I feel like usually when I'm doing build streams, I kind of go into like a zen where sometimes I don't talk for a while. This stream, all I've been doing is yapping. Also, like, my throat has not been great. I woke up and I was like, am I losing my voice? So that's also why I've been drinking the throat coat, not only for the acid reflux, but for my throat. I think part of it is because I've been just yapping way too much lately. Like, I've been hanging out with some of the glitch girls on the Hightail server too, and just yapping. I'm new around here. Welcome, welcome. Alteri is my last name. I know it's a little bit confusing because I have I do the last name, first name thing, the Japanese VTuber thing, but it's because, okay, in my defense, for not my name in particular, I think it looks kind of ugly when I do first name, last name because I have too many, like, it becomes like, AA. The A's get stacked on each other. That's what it was. I had to think about it in my head. The A's get stacked on each other, which doesn't look quite nice. And I didn't really consider that when I was choosing my name, but it's fine. I like my name. I'm happy with it. Where are my polycaps? Did I put them away? Oh, I did. Polycap B. Hey, sounds like a battery. Oh, speaking of batteries, I gotta show you guys the new stream alerts, but it might take me a bit to set them up. So you're gonna have to give it a little more time before you actually see them on stream, maybe. Okay, I'm going to... Where'd my chat go? There it is. Shoot, my apologies for using your last name as first. No, you don't have to apologize. I understand that it's very confusing, and it's something that I've thought about potentially changing, because I think originally when I did that nomenclature, it was when it was a little bit more popular to follow the Hololive way of doing things, and nowadays I feel like it's gotten pretty far away from that. So typically I try to make it pretty clear nowadays and put my first name first, but all my URLs are like last name first name, just because it just doesn't look quite as nice. Poseidon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. I hope you guys had a good stream. I love Poseidon. That's my wife right there. Wait, I think I did it backwards. I did do it backwards. I hate myself. Hi Pookie, I love you. I hope you had a good stream. What were you guys streaming? Not the backwards fit, I know. It's the part separator is so goated in times like these. Okay, perfect. It literally even told me to be careful about putting that backwards, and I still put it backwards because I'm a fucking idiot. You're reacting to videos? What were you reacting to? What kind of videos were you reacting to? I've hopped in like and had you in the background when you've been doing some Pokemon like reacts. More Pokemon videos. Oh, sweet. Welcome Raiders Part 2. I guess the YouTube one took a second longer. Is this one 2 times? No, this one's not 2 times. Okay. G? What color is G? M and J TV and Alpharad stuff. I'm not familiar with Pokemon content creators, but like what kind of content is it though? Is it like, because I remember last time when I hopped in, it was like game, like they were doing like a Nuzlocke or something sort of thing. They were playing, no, they were playing ZA, I think, the person you're watching. Oh, ROM hack stuff and like video essay stuff. Oh, cool. ROM hack showcase. Oh, that's cool. I don't know much about that, so that must have been really interesting. If you guys like Pokemon content and want Pokemon reacts and such, go check out Poseidon, you guys. She's my bestie. Poseidon's a really good friend of mine. We were actually just hanging out last weekend. She came over and we hung out for a bit. And we played some One Piece. This does not fit. Oh, this is 11. I'm gonna kill myself. I need 10. Dude, this is what happens when I multitask, you guys. She tried to convince me to buy a Tenga. I mean, it was for science. Okay? It was for science. I was like, it'd be funny. You know? I'm just saying it would be funny if you bought a Tenga. That's all I was saying. Okay. And I told her, I said, well, I don't have a penis, but if I did, I bet that would be interesting. I bet it would be cool. One of the Tengas, what was the other word? Wait, Poseidon, you took a picture, right? It literally said crazy cubes. This one has crazy cubes. I was like, crazy cubes. That's all I've ever wanted on my penis is crazy cubes. One of them had marbles in it. Yeah. Pardon? It had crazy cubes. What was the other one? Poseidon, do you remember? It was crazy cubes, and what was the other one? There was another one. Crazy cubes sound like a kid's series. You should look it up, chat. You can look it up. You could look up Crazy Cube Tanga, and I bet it'll come up. I still have pictures. You want Minecraft cubes? They should do a Minecraft collab. I bet people would buy that. I'm about to destroy my Amazon Rex with this. Can you buy a Tenga on Amazon? Surely you can. Surely in this day and age you can, right? I've never considered to look. Oh my god, it looks insane. Cubes sound painful. Oh yeah, there was one that would rotate and spiral. Like it was like a tornado one. Would you guys want the tornado one? Do you guys think the tornado one sounds more appealing or the crazy cubes? I don't have a dick, so I can't say whether or not I think one is more appealing than the other one. But I guess if I had one, the tornado one sounds pretty sick. I can understand the tornado one more. Sounds normal. They didn't make a tornado toy for girls. They do. They literally do. Does this fit? Oh, it does. My nose is so runny still, you guys. I always wanted to know what Roblox felt like down there. Exactly. Now you can know. Technology has come so far, now you don't have to wonder anymore. You just can know. Toskaru running nose? No. Not Toskaru. It's very annoying. I mean, it's also part of the, it's also part of the acid reflux. The runny nose. 17 and 30. 17 and 30. Oh, I guess I didn't introduce myself. I mean, I feel like most of you guys should know. But hi, Mina. My name is Limina Alteri. You can call me Limina. You can call me Mina. Whichever you prefer. Poseidon and I are besties. We go way back. And we were hanging out last weekend. I was like really sick, so I couldn't hang out that much. We were playing One Piece. I got to play her Boa deck. Is that the one that I played? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played the Boa deck. And that was really fun. You guys, I really like One Piece. One Piece is a lot of fun. I feel like One Piece is one of those games where it's like, every time I play it, it's so easy to pick up and I'm like not confused at all. I just get it instantly. It just clicks with me. Something about One Piece just really clicks with me. Wait, Mina, Miwa, are you twins? No, I'm actually twins with Emery. Emery is Muri and I'm Mina. We have a lot of M names in Glitch Stars, okay? Please understand. We have Mamie, we have Miwa, we have Emery, who's Muri, we have Limina, who's Mina, we have Mochi, we have Maple. There's a lot of M names. She kicked my ass in OP. Well, you gave me the better deck. To be fair. Bo was so good. She was very good. It was really fun. Yeah, the blue-yellow one. OP is easy to pick up. It has a ton of depth too. If only the scalping situation wasn't so crazy. It's crazy because it wasn't that bad. And I feel like just very suddenly, very recently, it just got really bad. I feel like it wasn't that bad before, but now it's just like insane. Glitch Stars real. Glitch Stars is real. Gonna ask Logs to rebrand, actually. Pokemon started dropping, so Scalpers jumped ship. It's weird that they're scalping One Piece, though. Of all things. Even Gundam's starting to get hit by the scalper. Gundam has always been hit by the scalpers, though. Remember what a pain in the ass it was to get assemble? Yeah, Cosy, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, Limina Nissan. Are you having fun building? Is this your favorite Zoid, or do you have any other favorites? Command Wolf, Liger Zero, and Lightning Sex. How do you say lightning? I keep trying to say lightning sex, and I'm pretty sure that's not right. I think I asked that last time, actually, but I don't remember what the answer was. My favorite is the Liger Zero Schneider version. But I have a soft spot for like the main team, the Command Wolf and the Gun Sniper team. I also really like the Saber Tiger because I just like cats. Oh, it's Sights. Psych. Sights or Psych. Team Blitz, that's what it was. Scalpers for Gundam no longer really exist in the US, but they became huge in Japan for nearly a decade at this point. No, sorry, we're talking about the Gundam card game. The Gundam TCG specifically is what we're chatting about right now. I get what you're saying about the model kits, though. I do remember when they were like really bad scalpers for that, but you're right. Nowadays, it's not really nearly as bad as it used to be. There's a new Zoids movie in the works. Are you sure? Is that real? Because last time I thought they were making a new anime and I got really excited and it wasn't. It was just that trailer thing, which was really cool. But like, where is my anime? I don't want a fucking trailer. I want an anime. 2, 6, and 10. I want to get the new booster box for Gundam TCG, but damn. Yeah, like, all of the 00 stuff is being scalped to hell, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't even play it, so I'm not gonna get it. I actually have a box. I have an unopened box of Gundam TCG right underneath me right now. I have the second set. But like, I'm gonna open it eventually. But the problem is right now, I haven't really been playing any TCGs. I just haven't had time. And I would love to play Gundam, but like, I also just haven't had time. I had to get the Celestial Being starter deck. I think everywhere that I saw was scalping it for $40. And I was like, I'm not paying $40 for a starter deck. I'm sorry. They're easy to get now. It's just singles on TCG Player. Dude, why are the local shops around me scalping them then? Oh, actually, I should ask John Zephyr if he has any of the starter decks. I can't see! They just don't want us to play. It's crazy, like, I feel like all the Gundam, like, regionals and stuff, like, those get, like, sold out, like, almost instantly. Have you guys seen all that Riftbound stuff? That stuff's crazy. I actually... I don't know if I ever talked about this, but I actually opened a box of Riftbound with my friends. Because I know a friend who works there. So I was able to get a box. And they're like, not super into TCG, so they're like, here, you can have this box that I got. And I was like, ooh. Thanks. Is Riftbound crazy because scalping or lack of supply? Both, probably. A whole box for free in this economy? Yeah, I mean, because one box costs like $1 bajillion for Riftbound. So actually, it's like quite a lot of money. And like, okay. Riot, don't come at me, and they won't. And if you want to sponsor me, you can still sponsor me and I'll change my mind. But... cards are kinda ugly. The cards are kinda ugly. And like, Riot art is so good. It's so good. So why do all the cards look like that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I played the game. I had someone teach me. And I don't like it. It's like Lorcana. I think I said this last time, but it's like Lorcana, like a lot like Lorcana. And I don't really care much for that. I don't like the point system. I don't like how you have to have a certain condition to get the last point. I think that kind of stuff is stupid. I don't like Lorcana, so, you know. It feels a little cash grabby right now, to be honest. And I say this with someone who actually really likes League of Legends, and I'm like one of those people who don't actually hate on League of Legends. So I speak this with like the most genuine attitude I possibly could have about it. And I wanted to like it. Because, you know, I just like TCGs. So any new TCG, I'm like excited to try. But that was absolutely not my cup of tea. Only similar I see Riftbound and Lorcana, they have the whole like ink system. It's like the same thing. They have the ink system and the fucking point system. It's very similar. Where'd I put B? 5 and 9. But yeah. I also heard that balance is like completely broken in that game. I heard the balance is just like completely out of whack. And like Master Yi or something is like just stupid broken. It's just like real life League of Legends. Maybe they just wanted to emulate the playing that you have when you play League of Legends against new characters in the TCG, you know? And if that's the case, that's very commendable. Trying to make the real League of Legends experience carry over. Where the hell did I put my box? Oh, here it is. I heard the new ARAM is really fun, and I'm like a really big fan of ARAM. So I want to check it out, but I haven't had much time for anything recently. My friend was like, man, there's so much good anime this season, what are you watching? And I was like, nothing. I haven't had free time in like, well, recently I've had a little bit of free time and I've been using that on Hytale. Okay. Is that the Liger Zero? You already made that joke, Logs. You can't make that joke again. Hammer Geets. I actually haven't finished Geets. I have like 5 more episodes. I need to finish Gab. I'm like literally also like 5 more episodes of Gab. And I need to finish, I need to catch up to Zets. I was thinking if I have time, once I have time, after all my business trips, once I catch up with Zets, chat. I'm thinking about doing like a members only watch along on Discord for them. Because I think it's a little bit difficult to set up on YouTube, but we could do we could have it on Discord at least. It's a little bit easier. Cygnus, thank you so much for the super chat. Can you ban that guy? I will do. 07. How many trips do you take a year? It sounds like you're taking a trip every other month. Basically, yeah. I think this year I'll have less trips, but there's already a couple in the books for work. I try to take advantage of the work trips and try to like also extend them a little bit to make them into fun trips. So that's on me. If I had just gone for work, I could go for much shorter and it wouldn't be as intense probably, but... Will this show up? Is there a difference? I don't think so. Maybe in this one? Oh yeah, I think this one you can tell. I need my box. Where are the lines? Oh, they're here. You know, Log should have given us points every time someone banned him in chat. I think he should add that. But he would never do that. Because he'd be like, then that would incentivize people to ban me in chat. Yeah, that's the point. It should be a daily, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. V-Day bad points, battle pass ban logs. Or take away point. No, no, no. Don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas. You heard nothing, Logs. If you're still here, you heard nothing. You guys can't say stuff like that. It's dangerous. He gets ideas. You can't give him ideas. He goes, that is a pretty good idea. He'll say it exactly like that. He'll go, why didn't I think of that? He always does the humming. I might fill in this great part. I normally wouldn't because it's kind of a pain in the ass, but I think it's gonna look a lot better if I fill it in. And I have to do it on the other side too then. Ugh. You guys, I actually have 2 Kamen Rider song covers in the works. I don't know when they're gonna be released, but I'm planning to release them eventually. I hope you guys are looking forward to them because I'm so hype. I have so many covers in the works right now, you guys. Probably the next one that's gonna release is one that I've been working on for a while. It looks pretty good. And I'm so excited for that one to come out. It sounds so good already, even though we haven't gotten it mixed yet. Okay, also, this is a random thought, but why do so many Japanese sites require you to have American Express? You would think that it has, like, American in the name, that people outside of America wouldn't accept it. But there's so many Japanese websites that only accept American Express credit cards. It's like American Express or JCB, which is like a Japanese brand. And I'm like, do I need to open an American Express card to buy idol stuff? Is that what my life has come to? Why? That's weird, I know. I was trying to buy a thing for stream the other day and I couldn't buy it because I didn't have an American Express card. I don't like Amex either because a lot of places here don't accept Amex and they have like high fees. And I already have like so many credit cards right now. Oh, it's because Visa MasterCard had drama recently? But that I'm not trying to buy porn, you guys. I know you guys think that I'm just trying to buy porn all the time, but I wasn't even trying to buy porn. Actually, maybe that website had porn on it as well. It was like a Patreon-esque website, so maybe that's why. Actually, now that you say that, actually, maybe that is why. You might be onto something, chat. Well, I wasn't trying to buy porn. That's true. I wasn't trying to buy porn, but the site, it was like similar to like the Pixiv membership or like the Patreon membership thing. It's like I've never seen that site before, but I needed something on there. But now that you mention it, I don't know if they have porn. I'm not saying they do. I'm just saying they might. I could see because it's Patreon-like if it potentially had something on it there, you know? Just saying. Fantia? Oh. Oh yeah, it was Fantia. Wait, does Fantia have porn, chat? I was trying to buy something off Fantia. It was like a VTuber thing. But I had to buy the stupid subscription. And I don't have an American Express card. I go on Fantia for porn. Gravure Idols use it. Oh, does she know? I don't know. I was trying to get something music related on there. It was music related. I didn't realize. I didn't know Fantia had porn. Well, now I know. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Now I know why they don't accept Visa and MasterCard. Okay. Why don't my idol sites accept it though? Maybe also like Gravure Idols are using it or something. That's why. That would make sense actually. Because Gravure Idols are using it. The same websites. Perhaps. Okay, I don't like that these are so chipped. Why would they do that? Why would they put that runner right there? Why didn't they put it on the underside? That's so shitty. What am I supposed to do about this? That's so ass. Okay, well. Let's fuck yourself, I guess. Fantia is just JP Patreon? Okay. That makes sense. That's what I was assuming. Because like Patreon has porn, but it also has normal stuff on it too, right? Like, you could just be a YouTuber and have a Patreon and get, like, you know, people to support you, but... Okay, chat. Realistically, if it was porn, I would just tell you. I'm just saying, for all of you who doubt me, realistically, if it was porn, I would actually tell you because... I have no shame. I have no shame. I would tell you. I wouldn't hide that from you. I don't care. I mean, yeah, that's like free content. And then you'd all be like, ho ho ho, she can't buy porn because of the thing. I wasn't even trying to buy porn. That's true. She has zero shame. Logs. Why can't you... Logs. I have a question, Logs. Can we use our gacha budget on porn? Are we allowed to use our gacha budget on porn? If he says no, ban him. Unless it's Nekopara. Wait, are you a Nekopara enjoyer, Logs? No. Every time, I think I'm cursed. Every time I've tried to play Nekopara, I can't finish the game for some reason or another. I own the first one and the second one. But every time that I've tried to play... Oh, I didn't do the grades on here. No! Maybe I do it over here, though. While it's nude on this side. While it's nude on this side. It's the first mainstream. It's not even porn, Logs. Aren't all the Nekopara girls like 2 years old? They're cats. Of course they're 2 years old. Yes, it is. Does it have porn in it? Isn't it non-porn, chat? Is there porn in Nekopara? I thought it was porn-free. I thought it was just like a visual novel. I thought it was a dating sim. I thought it was just suggestive, but I didn't think it had actual nudity in it. Oh, there's an all-age version. Maybe that's what I have because I bought it on Steam, so I didn't think it had porn in it. I want to finish Nekopara, you guys. Every time I've tried to play that game, something happens and I can't finish it. I mean, the characters are so cute. The character designs are so good. I just remember you have like a cafe or something. Did I get all the holes? I think I did. Look, here's lined versus unlined. Okay, the lined part looks a little messy because I think some of them don't look like they were lined and some of them look more lined, but... But you can see it's overall an improvement to this one. I only played the version that let you bang the cat girls. I mean, I didn't realize that there was a version that didn't allow you to bang the cat girls. Wait, so the all ages version is just like the same thing except you don't get sex? Alright, I'm doing like freaking surgery on this guy right now. Laser focus. My eyes are like getting crossed. I can't cross my eyes actually, chat. Can you guys cross your eyes? My tongue can't touch my nose. I can't cross my eyes. I don't have any fun party tricks. TZN update coming out soon? Oh yeah, in like 2 days, right? 9 looks cool. Are you guys gonna roll for 9? I've spent all of my extra budget on buying currency and CZN to hoard for 9. Then cross them both ways. Can you touch your elbows together? Dude. You can't just ask a girl if she can touch her elbows together. Also, I think that argument is invalid unless your boobs are like actually like anime level cow tits, because like boobs are like they're squishy. You can, even if you have big boobs, you can just like squish them. No? Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I actually haven't tried. But it's not like they're pecs. I think it'd be much harder for a man with large pecs to touch his elbows together than a girl with large breasts. I don't know that as a fact. I'm just guessing. If I had to make a educated guess. Try? Okay. I can do it. Yeah. See? I can even show you my elbows touching. I mean, it hurts my arms to do it, but that might just be because I'm not very flexible. Oh, the original purpose is that you do it in person and then you'd see them try. Ah, so you could see the cleavage. I see. I see. It was to trick people into showing you their cleavage. So it doesn't really quite work on an anime girl. Late to the party. Where'd you get the Zoids model now? I love that show. You can get it. Thanks for asking. You can go into the description and go to Zephyr Arcade and purchase a Zoid model yourself. They only have the Liger Schneider right now, I believe, but that's the best one. So that's the only one you need. I'm gonna be honest here. And use the code XX Limina XX to get 10% off. Heck yeah. You have a Zephyr Arcade code? Yeah, it's in the description. It's XX Limina XX. It could have just been Limina, but I think it's funnier when it's XX Limina XX. It forces you to type my stupid 2000s IGN in there, you know? One day I'm gonna have somebody make the code for one of my websites, like my sponsors, just be like pregnant Clippy. Or like mpreg, and you have to type mpreg. I think it's funny that like I've been weirdly like, you know, like mpreg has become my thing even though I'm not a Fujo. And like I actually know Fujos that like mpreg. But I actually don't have any feelings towards mpreg. I just think it's funny, and I think it's funny that it makes a lot of men uncomfortable. It's the whole plap plap get pregnant chat. I need an artist to make that of me. Zephyr has a Trinity Liger. Wait, which one's a Trinity Liger? It's from a game. Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, coloring in all these grates is grating. But then... Dude, there's no way. I'm not finishing this tonight. There's no way. If I color in all of these grates, there's no way I'm finishing this tonight. We've only built one leg. I have 3 more legs to go. And I want to buy boba. And the stupid boba place closes at 7. Am I even gonna make it? I don't think I'm gonna make it. Okay, chat, what if I just took a boba break? But the problem is I can't show you the cup because it's a local place. And you'll know where I live. I think I deserve boba today, though. Like, who closes a boba store at 7 p.m. on a Sunday? You deserve boba, thank you. Even if you said I didn't, I would have gotten it, but... Is it the soap boba place? No, the soap boba place does close later. So if I for whatever reason can't go until later, I'm gonna have to gamble on the soap boba place, and I'll be sad if it tastes like soap, but it'll just be what it is. The one thing about COVID that has changed the most is most boba places close early now. That's so fucking ass. You get more money from Stream Elements donation. I do. Wait, how close am I to? I don't think I'm anywhere close to $250 today. If I get $250 in donations, I can, I get more rolls on the Glitch Stars Battle Pass. Thank you so much for the 20 dono, though, Kaon. Oh shit, I'm putting marker on my cup. Boba funds, thank you! I will run and get boba later. Tensei, thank you so much for the 670 as well. Boba funds. I'm gonna have infinite boba. Tell logs a pay to win one should roll over. I know. It should. The pay to win one is the only one that's unlimited though. So if you make like $500, then you get to do it twice. And it actually gives you so many points. So you actually get to roll a bunch. But I think like all the super high tier rewards might be taken already. Oh, you guys, one of the upcoming cons, I didn't win this one. I think Hio won it and gave it to me because we can give each other our prizes. One of the upcoming cons, thanks to Hio, I will be having a standee at, like a cardboard cutout standee. So if you can make it to that con, I don't know if it's been announced or if it's public. I think it is public. I think it's public because I think the prize is public, right? I'm pretty sure you guys know what cons have been on there. I can add more legendary prizes. Can you please, Logs? I think all the legendary prizes are like taken. Logs, can I say which con it is that my cardboard cutout is going to be at? It is not public? The cardboard cutout ones? They're not public? I thought they were public. I thought it was just the other one that was not public. I thought that one's just on the website. So if we share the website... Oh, the cardboard cutouts are fine. Okay, yeah. If you guys are going to CarrierCon, which is happening pretty soon, I think. I don't know when it is. It's in Northern California. If you're going to CarrierCon, I will have a cardboard cutout there. Thanks to Miss Hiyori Mokami. So... I believe Glitch auctions them off. March? Yeah, March. I believe they'll auction them off, so if you would like a chance to win a Limina Alteri menacingly standing in your home, you can check out CarrierCon and check out the Glitch Stars booth. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be auctioned or if it's going to be like raffled, but you should be able to have a chance to win it, so. I believe it's in Alameda, NorCal. In case you weren't familiar or didn't hear about it. I think it's called CarrierCon because it's like on a boat, right? I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me. Cause I'm sailing on a boat. That song must be really old now too, right? Surely that's like a boomer song. It's on the USS Hornet. That's the blonde one in Zurlane. I know her. It's crazy how I actually like know boats now because of Azur Lane, World War II boats that I never even knew before. Like the SS Lexington, I think, is docked in Long Beach. And I actually went there once, like a long time ago for something. But Azur Lane didn't exist back then. But now I'm like, oh my god. I met Lexington. The pink-haired girl. Like how there's a wave of weebs who know horse names. It's true. I've known so many people that have been going to the racetrack ever since Uma Musume, who like never was interested in that before. Fun fact, I actually used to go to the racetrack a lot with my family. My dad would take us. He's not like a bettor, but he just like enjoys the vibes of like horse races, so we used to go a lot when we were kids. My eyes. If my eyes could be cross-eyed, they would be cross-eyed right now. You guys went to horse races because Musume, I went because I bet my house and my kidneys we were not the same. I think I told you guys that story one time when I was in Korea. I was hanging out with some of my friends and we were like, oh, we should go to horse race. That'd be really fun. Just like for the funsies. And we're like, okay, sure. And we went to a horse race and we were all like, just like drinking beer and having a good time. And we would just like, you know, bet like $5 on random horses and just have like low stakes fun, right? And one time my friend, who was also my coworker, he bet $20 on a horse and it won. And we were all like so excited because he was gonna get like $40 or something. And we were so excited. We're like in this line to redeem his voucher for the bet. And we're all like so excited and laughing and joking and whatever. And the guy in front of us, because the horse race betting, at least in Korea, I don't know how it is elsewhere, is all in cash. It's cash only. So the guy in front of us gives his voucher and he takes like a massive stack of money. Must have been like at least couple 10,000s, at least. And he takes it and he goes, but he looks so dejected and upset and sad. And we were like we were just standing there like, oh shit, we're all excited about our $20 bet and that guy just got like $1 bajillion and who knows how much that guy has just lost. Is crazy. Scary. My friend was telling me that there was like a saying in Korea about, I don't know exactly what it was, but about how like the horse race track is a graveyard for taxis, because a lot of, I guess it's like really popular amongst like taxi drivers to bet on horses. And so you like when you go to the horse race track, you'll see these like taxi cars that have been like overrun and like, you know, they have like flowers and shit growing on them because like they've just been sitting there for so long because these guys like can't leave. Kinda scary. Anyway, gambling is crazy. Never gamble more than you're okay with losing, you guys. And don't ever take loans to gamble. Don't ever take loans to gamble or to invest. Don't do it. I've known too many people who took loans during the Bitcoin sweep and boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Does that really is just, it's Bitcoin and all that stuff is it a little bit more informed? Yes, but at the end of the day, it's still glorified gambling, so just be careful. I'm not saying that don't do it at all, but just try to be smart about it. My friend, his roommate, took like a huge loan. Like, I think like $200,000 or something. And then like put it all in Bitcoin and then lost it. That was like crazy. Because we were like, is he gonna be able to pay rent? But the lease was under his name, so my friend was like freaking out. Anyway, it was like a whole thing. World is a scary place, you guys. I also have a friend who kind of like the opposite thing happened. When the Bitcoin stuff first came out, he was like curious what it was. So he's like a software engineer, and he like mined a whole Bitcoin, and he was just like, oh, that's cool. And then he sold it, bought himself a pizza or whatever it was at the time. And then now he's like, fuck. He's like, I could have been rich. Is he the Bitcoin pizza meme guy? He's not, but I think he got like 10 bucks or something. And he was like, oh, that's cool. That was fun. Time to never do that again. And then... My problem was during the whole Bitcoin phase, like I was in startup, and let me tell you, being in startup during that time was a crazy time. It was a crazy time. It was like literally everyone you know, you're working and everyone on their second monitor just has like the fucking market up. Yeah, I was working in startup at the time. It was and then it was crazy to see like all the startups around you suddenly all be Bitcoin companies and like NFT companies and like starting their own coin or starting their own like market platform or exchange platform or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And all of your coworkers and friends going into these weird shady ass startups, and you're like, okay, I don't want anything to do with this. That's AI right now. It is 100%. That's just how the startup biz is. Just trend hopping, really. Startup was fun though. I had a lot of fun. Startup. I used to go to like those... I used to go to a lot of those like conferences, like this is someone who made it and they're gonna be like telling you their life story. Kind of like basically like a TED Talk, essentially. I'd go to a lot of those and those were fun. Especially the ones hosted by Google, because Google would give you a bunch of nice stuff. You get free stuff from Google, and they had good food. Good times. Simpler times. One of the funniest things I saw was a game competition had first prize at $500, second prize at $250, and third to 10th place was 5 Bitcoins each. Can you imagine now? If you won that, if you won like fifth place in that competition, you're like, dang it, I only won 5 Bitcoin. I don't even know what this shit is. So you just like didn't even bother with it. And then like now you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm like a millionaire. How much is 1 Bitcoin now? I feel like the last time I checked it was like 30, like 1 Bitcoin was like $30,000. Probably would have bought a pizza, to be honest. Real. Okay, I think I've 77,000. That's crazy. You know, that does mean Remember I told you guys for Christmas one year, I bought my sister $100 worth of Bitcoin, which was like nothing because, like I said, Bitcoin was like $36,000 or so for one Bitcoin. So now she has a little over $200. You're welcome, I guess. I just told her, like, don't touch it until you're, like, retired or something. And then maybe it'll be worth something. Who knows? Maybe by the time my sister retires, it'll be worth $1 million. Vito, wake up, you're gonna miss the release of Mash Melee. What? 2026? Bitcoin NFT, hurry up, the store will open. Dude, I wish. Can you imagine? Isn't there a movie like that where it's like a guy gets sent back to time and he like does stock market shenanigans? I feel like there must be like 20 movies like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm wondering if I wanna run to get boba. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this tonight. Let me see. How much do we have? We have so much left, you guys. We still have like 3 legs. And the gun. Got 3 legs and the gun. He looks so good though. He looks so good though. And he is looking really snazzy already. You need both for the final push. Well, I'm wondering... I'm wondering if it is truly the final push. That's what I'm wondering. The colors are so good. I'm just really upset about this shipping. I don't know why they would do that. Is it halfway done, you think? I would say that we need like at least another 5 hours. That's why. If it was like, oh, I just need to make like just the legs. Maybe even, but this one leg took basically 3 hours. Maybe closer to like 2. So that means each leg is gonna be 2 hours, right? So that's 6 hours. And then we got the weapon. That's why I'm like, I'm meandering a bit here. I'm thinking. Looks so cool though. Sorry, I'm just admiring it. The colors look really good, you guys. I don't know if you can really tell in the camera light because it is a little bit of like a very specific light, but it looks really nice. Maybe now that we did it, we can cut it down with familiarity. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. What I could do is... No, I think this is gonna take me a really long time. I think I've been really meticulous about it because I want it to look good. So I've been very meticulous about how I've been cutting things and how I've been lining things. I mean, not like the most meticulous, but I have been pretty meticulous, I would say. The Gatling is 2/3 the complexity of the legs. That's good, at least. Yeah, the colors look so good. I think they look even better in person. And I know it's not... I feel like the light's not really doing it justice. But like the contrast with the gold and the silver look so good. Honestly. And the like... This is like a very dark blue gray. Like a very cool gray. And... it looks really good. The contrast. Kitty, I know! I know, he's so cute. I forget, did you guys say foxes are dogs or cats? I think I asked you guys this last time. Or maybe you guys said they're like their own thing. I think you guys said they were like their own category or something. Dogs with cat software. But like they're canines. They're canines. Okay, yeah, so they're closer to dogs, but they do look like cats. Look at him, he's so cute. I guess like if you look at like a Shiba or even like some corgis, they look very fox-like. So I could see it. Sometimes I see people on TikTok that have like pet foxes and I get so jealous. How come does this not open? I don't remember. Does it open this way? Does it not open? I thought it did open. Oh, it did. It does open. Got the pilot in there. Very cute. Okay, I think we're gonna do it another stream because I don't want to commit to this and not get through it. And I'm feeling a little lightheaded anyway because I think it's really hot. It's really hot in my room right now. And I can't really turn up the AC because Rumi Chan and her boyfriend are sick because of me. Because of me. So I would feel bad if I had to turn on the AC. So my AC is really low right now. And I think it's causing me to not feel super good either. And I didn't sleep very well last night. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yesterday I had a dream that I had a child. That's terrifying. I had a child. That was so scary. That's a fucking nightmare. Oh, but then I think I had a second dream where I was like a gay man. So, you know, anything can happen. In my second dream, I was a gay man and I went to this like gay men only hot tub. And they asked me if I was a top or a bottom. But I don't remember a lot more of that. I just remember like the water was like, it was like flooding at one point or something. Emperor game. No, it was like that was a different dream. There were two different dreams. Were they all femboys? No, I wish. It was just like normal. Just like normal guys. Cloud at the Honeybee Inn. Wait, you're so right. That was literally me. If you refuse to answer, you're a bottom. True. I don't know what I said. I don't remember. I just remember there being a separate entrance for bottoms and tops. And they were like, which one are you? But I don't know what I answered. And then I remember I was like showering in like the public shower area and then the water started overflowing. That's all I remember. I don't know. Dreams are random, you guys. I think it's such a lie when they say like your dreams mean things. I feel like my dreams don't mean shit. They're all so random. I've told you guys this before, but I very often dream of being a guy or having a penis. Or even like having sex, but like being a guy having sex. I'm like having sex with women, but like as a man. I have dreams like that really, really often. The envy is that strong. It's so real. It's so real. I feel like I have like a very explicit understanding of what it feels like to have a PP, even though I've never had a PP. Like I feel like my dreams have been very vivid, and I like know what it feels like, even though I obviously don't. I didn't think this part would be visible either, by the way. This is not good. It looks really ugly. I'll have to keep that in mind for the next one. It's natural to dream of having a hyper weapon. I know. It might also just mean that I read too much porn. I'm not gonna lie. It might just mean that I read too much porn. I have no defense to that. She's been playing too much rants. It's also possible. Actually, this was happening before rants. I haven't had like a explicit dream since I've started playing rants, unfortunately. You gotta read a lot of the female-oriented hentai to balance it out and change your dreams. I know. I read some female-oriented hentai though. I do. Can you really say that you are Oshi if you don't read too much porn? I mean, I guess. I think I do have... I feel like I have like a mental disorder though. I mean, I have a lot of mental disorders, but like a porn-related one. You know what I'm saying? I have too many like freaking little flakes. Little nibs everywhere. It's only a disorder if it's a problem, right? You know? Fair. Touche. Touche. First step is acknowledgement. That's true. Okay, I gotta get going before the boba shop closes. I have a lot to do, you guys. There's a lot of really cool stuff that I'm working on right now in the background that I obviously can't tell you guys about now. But one of the things that I am working about that I've told you guys about before is that we are holding... and by we, I'm not telling you who my partner is yet. Mimi, thank you so much for the gift of membership. Be sure to thank Mimi if you receive one. But we're doing a... Did I already say, actually? I don't know. But anyway, we're doing a Plamo building contest. And that is not limited to just Gundam. It can be warhammer, because those are plastic model kits. And it can also be Zoids. It can be 30-minute sisters. It can be anything that is plastic that you have to build yourself. And we'll be announcing that hopefully soon. We have some stuff in the works for it already, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And I'm also working on a tournament for... I'm working on a tournament for a card game that rhymes with stand barchive with a certain wolf bard. So it's actually gonna be that one is gonna be a in-person tournament though. So yeah, we'll get you guys some stuff very soon. I have like so many things in the works, you guys. I'm spoiling everything because it's good for you guys to start preparing for things, like especially the model kits. If you want to start working on stuff, or if you want to start, you know, finding kits and stuff like that, it might take a while. The other thing that that I can give you a preview for, a hint. You guys want a hint? Who is that handsome fellow? Who could that be? May have something related to that in the near future as well. Something related to that I think you guys will be really excited about. So yeah, lots of really cool stuff. It's just gonna take a while, so you'll have to be patient with me as I figure all my stuff out and get the logistics all put together. And we'll be continuing to stream a lot this week. I have... Wait, no. Next weekend is okay. The weekend after, so Valentine's Day weekend, I will be on a trip to spend with my Valentine, which you will hear about. And if you have seen her streams, you may know what sort of little hints, maybe. It's not confirmed yet, though, so we're still working out the logistics. But perhaps you may have pieced a couple things together. I don't know. Perhaps, maybe. So I won't be here for Valentine's Day. I won't be here for Valentine's Day, which is a little unfortunate because usually I like to do something with you guys, but this year, I had Nova Forever Alone. Well, I'm technically kind of like, it's kind of NTR, but that's okay. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And then right after that, I'll be back for a couple days. And then I will be on a business trip. I'll be on a business trip after that. So I'm gonna be kind of out of town a lot for the month of February. So I apologize in advance. But I am doing my best to try to have as many streams before then. Trying to have as many streams before I disappear for a bit. I asked Logs, I was like, hey, if I go on a business trip, is there anything I could do to like mitigate YouTube not destroying my channel? And he's like, nope. I was like, okay, cool. Just wanted to ask. I was like, is there anything I could do, or do I just have to power through it? He's like, nope, just gotta power through it. I was like, okay. I'll do my best. Hair clip is super cute. Thanks. Honestly, I'm really glad that you guys are seeing that. Multiple of you guys have mentioned it, and I thought it didn't really suit me. I just did it because Amaya gave it to me, and I was like, okay, I gotta fill out my quota. Scheduled shorts. Speaking of scheduled shorts, you guys can go check out my new clips channel. It's on my YouTube page. If you go to my YouTube homepage, you can see a link to the clips channel. So you should check out the clips channel and go subscribe and check out the videos there. And it's a really good way to, I mean, I would love if you would watch my VODs anyway, but it's a good way to catch up to some of the VODs that feel a little bit longer. We're going to be uploading stuff there hopefully soon. So you guys can check it out, and hopefully we'll have some more uploads there. So you guys can catch all the streams in a little bit of a more condensed fashion in the future. But it would mean a lot to me if you guys checked it out. And yeah, I'm gonna go buy boba before they close now. Okay, Otsumina, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If work goes smoothly later, maybe I'll do a gorilla stream on Twitch, but no promises. Okay, Otsumina, I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Good night. Thanks for building with me. I had a lot of fun. Bye bye.